Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm Sherisse, and this is one big O. It stands for orgasm. And I hope all of you had one today with someone that you really love, even if it was just yourself. But I'm not here to talk about that. What if we put the word mental in front of the O? What would that be like, and is it possible? I think you can have a mental orgasm when you connect with another person's thoughts and ideas. I even came up with a definition for it. It's basically the pleasurable feeling you have when you connect with another person's mind, just their mind. I knew I was a mental orgasm junkie when I was running, and I kept thinking about the conversation I had the day before. It was echoing in my head, and I don't know what that was about, but I think it's because not what we said so much, but the fact that it was a safe place to talk about, well, anything. When was the last time you did that? Just talking and listening with no other agenda. This is what it feels like. Floaty, trippy, oh my God, you've taken me to another kind of place. All from just words. But words are all you need for a mental orgasm. You might as well be a stick figure with a brain. And I thought, maybe a good conversation is almost as good as sex. I didn't say good sex. And it's not that we're a strange group, it's just that we're sapiosexuals. And sapiosexuals, another definition, it stands for people who enjoy engaging conversation, intellect, and humor. And we have lustful tendencies as well. But I don't recommend that you try and have both orgasms at the same time. I believe that we are all connected. And you might be surprised by who you click with when you give them a shot. But is all this cerebral promiscuity a bad thing? I really hope not. Because all you're liable to contract is more knowledge, and not some of the things that you'll hear about James Bond later tonight. I decided to learn more, and I launched an online survey, and what I found out is lots of people have mental orgasms. And while they're very different, their responses to the survey were eerily similar. Or maybe I'm completely wrong, and life just imitates Star Trek. Maybe my mental orgasms are nothing more than a Vulcan mind meld. I love this definition about a shared consciousness between two bodies, because that's what it feels like. So I'll give you some tips on how to have your very own mental orgasm. Don't worry about where you start or what topic to pick, because where you begin, if you're with a sapiosexual, you're going to end up someplace awesome. And take as many tangents as you want, because they're definitely encouraged. First, you have to listen. Listen like you really want to understand something, or more importantly, someone. Actually, you can be as curious as you want, insatiably so. Curious enough to work around potential boundaries. Maybe your stick figure friend has another part that makes them a different gender than you. Or maybe they are drawn with different colored lines. But that doesn't really matter. And try not to judge, because judging gets in the way of talking and listening, and I'm sure quite a few orgasms. Here are some of the things that you might hear or say when you're in one of these wonderful conversations. I love it when there's one of those jinx moments, or how did we get over here? But it's all good. And it could go on. It's a really wonderful experience when you take the time to look through someone else's eyes, even if it's just for a few minutes. Maybe it's a half an hour on one conversation, or times like tonight when it's just 5 minutes. But that time can actually change your perspective. You can broaden your horizons and change your worldview. Maybe in a subtle way, maybe something that's profound or powerful, or maybe very slowly, like the way my slides went to very dark to light. I don't know how many of you noticed that, and maybe if you didn't, your neighbor did. I hope that you guys will all try to have more orgasms, and mental orgasms at that. And when you do, may you have the patience to listen before you speak, and the courage to look for differences similarities before differences. And most of all, I really hope that you all have multiples. Thank you, and good night.